we went to school together since we were about 4, the end of this month. When I was 10, I was walking through the school library and I was singing Digsy's Dinner by Oasis. And then he heard it and he was like, I like Oasis too. And ever since then we've kind of been inseparable. So, yeah, and then we went to college together to study music. And then we tried to form a band and we needed a bass player, so then our old drummer introduced us to this man here.
How did we meet you?
I've worked in the Sound Academy.
Somewhere in Austin.
Yeah.
And then so we auditioned about, what, 4 or 5 people?
Yeah.
And John walked in with his little baby feet. And the rest is a very sad and funny history. How long has the band been together?
In this form, 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
A long time.
That's
long
exact. 4 or 5. There's a whole way out of the drummer before. And how long were we in before jumping in?
Another 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
So we do a change. Best thing about being in a band. Go.
the camaraderie.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't beat it when it's like, because it is like having 3 wives basically in a band. Sometimes it's cool when it's just us 4 and we're just all just having a giggle. And I'm like, that's the absolute best thing about being in a band.
And the music.
Yeah, performing and writing equally awesome.
I don't try and just write any old thing. Like I'll just sit there and I'll come up with like 5 or 6 drafts and then go, right, that's all rubbish, bin it all and then start again.
It usually stems from either a drum beat or a guitar riff, or Daz will come in with a song idea. I very rarely come in with ideas because there's no point, because who listens to bass?
Structure it from that, really.
Yeah.
You would jam it out and rehearsal and see where it takes us. Let it flow.
And then we've got kind of general gist, we'll take it and we'll try and mould it away and get our own individual parts ready, then come back and try and make it all work together.
And then we'll scrap it and get a better idea instantly and it'll write itself.
Yeah, and
The
then
best
we've
of the-
got like verse, chorus.
Pretty much the best songs are always the ones that do that. It's just the simple songs that end up being the best ones.
We don't tend to write loads of songs. We try and, rather than having like 50 decent songs, we'd rather have like 12 or 13 excellent songs, although we're the ones judging.
There's nothing worse than singing a band or that plays the same set of songs that sound exactly the same. I think that's one thing that drives us to try and write different sounding songs and different songs that feel different to us and have different emotions.
I mean, they're not all. We don't write songs to be completely alien to each other, but generally, if we've wrote one thing and we go, well, that sounds like that song, we'll tend to think, well, maybe not do that, but we always tend to try
Highly
and
critical.
Yeah, I think that's why it does take us a long time to write tracks, because we kind of sculpt them. We don't just chuck them together and go, right, that'll do.
Something inside of me, but it could be wrong. But it's felt so good since you've been gone. You're out of my life now, you're out of my head. Now I feel alive, and do you hear what I say?
Well, Wide Awake, it's essentially that addiction. It's kind of like if you're trying to be clean and then somebody kind of tries to tempt you, or it's just in your mindset. It's almost like it's told from a kind of schizophrenic point of view, where there's that one side where like I'm free and I'm better off without you, and then there's the other side when it comes along with a twinkle in its eye, tries to just drag you in and suck you back in. The title Wide Awake refers to, I'm wide awake, I don't want to do it. It's kind of being free from an addiction. It can be any addiction, but that's essentially what the lyrics are about. Well, I started playing guitar when I was around about 10, but I never kind of put myself fully into it like you did. Yeah, then I started kind of singing around about 16, and then I did a bit of training, but what training kind of did was took away from the kind of raw emotion kind of that I wanted, and my singing coach told me that to stop singing in an American way, but I listen to rock and roll, I want to sing rock music, and it's telling me not to be American, so I gave up learning. But now I'm awesome, so it's all worked out good.
I picked up guitar when I was 16, so 15 years ago. Realised I wasn't very good, so I decided to take up bass because it's easier. And yeah, been playing bass for probably about 10 years.
I've been on the kit for 9 years now. Started when I was 15, turning 16 at school, listened to my music teacher, and that was it. Loved it. To get the arm up.
What do you look for in a great song?
It has to inspire you.
I think it's got to invoke emotion. I think if you're a musician, you're always inspired by something, but it's evoking that emotion. Yeah, a song should be emotional. Whether it's about Jesus or whether it's just about loss or whether it's about anything, it should invoke the right emotion for the subject.
Here I am, dancing with the devil. Here I am, dancing with the devil.
The dream. What is the dream, man?
Tour America.
Yeah, one massive tour of America, just for a solid year on the road.
Yeah.
Going from city to city.
Getting lost.
Yeah.
Shouting
End up in
a
some
lot.
kind of deliverance situation.
Hopefully.
To a better place. Can see the smile upon my face.
Good festivals, good support slots, good venues, great gigs basically.
We used to
An
have-
awesome band.
We used to have bigger and better dreams than that. But in
They're still
time,
there.
they're still there, but you kind of scale it back from like changing the world. You kind of just think,
Yeah, you
just
can
just
do it.
doing it professionally do me.
Yeah.
And also, I've always dreamt of playing Glastonbury on Saturday night while the sun's going down. Not the headline, but it just seems like the more magical sets always happen at Glastonbury when the sun's going down before the main headline.
Well, we've got the album
Yeah.
that's coming out when it's done, when we can book the studio time.
It's long overdue, though,
Yeah.
to be honest.
We've done a lot of EPs in the past, but we've decided that's it. It's time for an album. So all the songs are nearly written. They just need recording.
Now that I have opened my eyes, wide awake, wide
The album release date, we're looking at probably August time, we're hoping. To have everything finalised. The songs are well underway, just finishing off recording the two or three more tracks, and we're pretty much there. Have you got a name for it?
I've got a few ideas mixed up. I'm either going to just pick like the best line in one of the songs, and but at the moment, until all the tracks are down and we're jigging around with maybe the order of the album, then I'm not going to make a final decision until the very last minute. So it's kind of your album titles are one of those things that stick with you forever, whether you're a massive band or not. So for me, it's an important decision, and I'm going to take my time.